All right. So today, let's talk about how to get visitors to your website onto your email list. A lot of everybody wants a website, and it's like it's great to have a website, but you need to make sure that you are actually capturing the people that come to your website. And so, what you want to do is, of course, have a way for people to opt in either to a lead magnet, just your newsletter, or some sort of discount. That's what you want to have on your website. When you're on your website, essentially, is you want to have some way of people opting in, and there's multiple ways of doing that. So, we're going to talk about that, and you know, you, it's really important that you're building traffic, if you're doing SEO, blog posts, and things like that, you want to make sure that you have the ability to actually capture people that come to your website. So if you don't, then really what are you doing? And so especially when it comes to being able to develop a relationship, is people come to your website, they like what you have, they want to hear more, and so they can keep coming back to your website, which is one way. But if you capture them on your email list, then you have multiple ways of reaching out to them after they come to your website. So when you're on your website, the homepage, normally you want an opt-in form somewhere on what we call above the fold. And so that's anywhere before someone has to scroll down is where you want to have it, either a mobile or a desktop. You want both of them to be above the fold. So you can either have it on your website, or you can have what's called a popover. And we'll talk about popover in a minute. But essentially, that what it does is it pops over the top of the website to then have them opt in. And so, if you're going to have it inline at the top, then that's kind of an easy way of doing it. You can have it at the bottom as well, but you can have it both places, top and bottom. But you want to have mostly some way of doing it at the top of the page. The reason is they want to know more about you, and it's the easiest thing people find, and so you want to do that. Also, if you have like blog posts and things like that, the other place that is great to have it strategically is in a blog post in a couple spots. Maybe when you first start, a little bit into it, and then ask for their email if they want to learn more, or at the end at the bottom as well. That's usually how I do it. So that's kind of ideally gives you the most ability uh, to get people onto your list pretty consistently without being overwhelming. So the other thing people like to do is called popover or exit pop, as people talk about it. So what that is essentially if you are scrolling either after a certain amount of time, or if you try to exit. So it's why they call it exit pop. If they see your mouse trying to go back to the top of the browser, all of a sudden you'll have this pop up. And so there's a couple things about that. Is one, you can do both with either time or the exit pop. The exit pop is more likely a better solution for that. If you do it through time, make sure that you're doing it not like instantly. You want to give probably about 30 seconds before you actually do it at exit pop. The reason is that you just don't want people to come and all of a sudden they're being bombarded with pop-ups. It becomes more annoying than anything. So the issue is you don't want to be super annoying with it, and you don't want to keep having it pop up again and again and again. So if someone exits out of an exit pop, you don't want to keep coming back over and over and over again. So there's different settings that you can do with that. But it used to be you can be ultra aggressive with it, and people were fine. They knew that was going to happen. But in this day and age, everybody is just tired of it. So you don't want to be all that forceful with the exit pop. That's why I normally like to go with more inline stuff than the exit pop. But it just depends on your site and what you're offering. And both can be powerful. It's just use it sparingly with the popover. So that's really want to look at that. And then for what your offer is, we've talked about lead mags before. There's a video about lead magnets and how to create one. You can either offer your lead magnet, be part of your newsletter. If you're e-commerce business, you can give a discount as well. Those are really good ways of getting people to opt in. And so that's where you want the people to do that. So you want something that is enough value that is interesting to them to want to come back for more, and you don't want to overuse it as well. So those are the things that you want to make sure that you're doing with on your website, because you spent all this time and effort to get someone there. You might as well also get them on your email list so that they can you can follow up with them as well strategically and deepen that relationship. So hopefully it helps, and happy email building.